We're back from being away for 7 days, so let's go see what the garden did. This that I didn't know what it was has gone into flower, so that's probably not going to be edible now. I meant to pick that before we left, but just ran out of time with trying to get to the airport on time. Guessing the broad bean has now had its day. We only got one broad bean. None of these pods have got anything in them. And I'm pretty sure I left it up there to dry while we were away and it is gone. So I'm assuming something has taken it. Tomatoes have gotten bigger, which is good. Carrots are looking good. I forgot to show that last time. That's a little, there it is, amaranth. Which is taking a long time to grow. There's a couple of little lettuces underneath the kale and broccolis. And a lot of these pods have gotten really big. I did want to save some because you can't buy this one anymore. It's called Delta something. It's got the prettiest little two-toned purple flower. And there's a couple there that are ready to pick. All my little seedlings I put in our bath filled with water. Oh, that's a Roma, I believe, Roma tomato. My rose that had had its massive flush has now got new buds on it. Corn has gotten a little bit bigger, but not fast enough for this green bean that is going gangbusters around it. I thought I had successfully pollinated that spaghetti squash, but it appears that I did not. A couple of that one I can harvest. And then this rose is the same as the other one, Earth Angel. But this one never reflowers, so I have put a lot of cow manure on the base and I've been watering it like crazy, and I've actually got some new growth. So if those produce flowers, it'll be the first time it's ever produced a second flush of flowers, and I will be a very, very happy girl. This little capsicum is struggling a little, just capsicum, cucumber is struggling a little bit, but this one over here is doing amazing. The cabbages seem to be forming up down there, which is very exciting. That's probably my best one. These ones aren't as good. And I've got to now get this out, which is the yellow zucchini. That needs to come out because everything is getting way too crowded in here. And I'm going to put it in its own little grow bag like the one over there, but the lettuces are going well. So I've got like a red leaf and a cos leaf alternating there. I think most of the tomatoes are now starting to get some actual tomatoes on them. Can I see any? No, just lots of little flowers. There's another, I think that's another little Roma in there, so that's obviously the star performer. The dill unfortunately copped it in the heat yesterday. It's not looking very happy. And what's this one? Oh, this is the black cherry. So there's the black cherries, and these cucumbers are doing really well. When we went away, I put all my little seedlings in the bath with some water, and I actually had a massive panic because, oh, there's about a bean I can pick. I forgot to check them before we got in the car to leave, and I felt that I had left too much water in the bottom of the bath. They were swimming in water is what I was fearing while we were up in Queensland. So I got my mother-in-law to come and she emptied the bath for me. So some of these things have seen better days. I think I'm going to have to start again. Mustard green, so I'm going to have to start those again. The ivory kale, one's looking okay still. So yeah, I think they had a bit too much to drink. But all my peppers or chilies, these are, what are these? Orange jalapenos. They're all starting to get their flowers, which is so exciting. This is the mystery tomato that just popped up out of nowhere. So interested to see what that's going to be. And these guys suffered a little bit. These are the beetroots, and there's that potato in the middle there. Borage, however you say it. that's coming back to life. Yay! Look at these stems getting huge on these shallots. Still only the 3 that have come up. The other 2 never came up. So that's my black Russian. And then I put these in a little bit of a protected spot, so there's all the blueberries. Hopefully we get to eat at least one of them before the birds do. If you've got any advice as to how to net these or what I should do, let me know so that we can actually eat some. Raspberries, the thornless red is doing pretty well, but the golden one, I'm not sure if I put too much acid in this soil and I've sort of killed it. Well, the leaves are sort of turning. And the zucchini, no pollination there. Oh, maybe that one got pollinated while we were away. Maybe we'll get lucky with one. And watch this space. And today I'm going to go off and hopefully get some sweet potatoes to put in our hay bales. These are more jalapenos, I believe. I'm not sure what this one is. It's not looking like it wants to be upright, but it does have a flower coming out, and these ones have flowers as well. All my extra tomatoes, there's a red onion, some celery. These chilies are all coming out. This is a super hot chili. I love this chili. What is it? Oh, bird's eye. Bird's eye hot. Love those. And there's lots of tomatoes coming out on these excess tomatoes that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Lemongrass, chamomile, and also another flower is in there. And then these are some of the suckers that I took off the tomato plants yesterday, because I saw Ryan from Culinary Garden said that you can actually plant your suckers, but you just need to make sure that you keep the potting mix really super moist for a couple of months, I think he said, or a couple of weeks. I think it was a couple of months. So I've just put them in some water and I'm just going to see what they do, and they're looking very happy. So if they grow some roots, then we can plant them and have some extra plants. Not that we need any, because these are all extras as well. So I was also stressing out because I had forgotten to give these guys a turn before we left, but they seem to be fine, not smelly or anything, so that's good. And these guys I just put in this actually that we have to hold our trampoline down. Just filled that with some water and put these guys in it, and they've all survived, which is great. This one's got a couple of little flowers that have come out, which is pretty. My little seeds didn't fare too well though, unfortunately, with the extra water. I think they've been overdrunk. So I've actually got some meadow sage that I planted yesterday, and coriander. Tomatoes have come up but struggling, and butterfly pea. I bought this and I'm just about to stain it, because this is going to be like my little potting table on the deck, which is next to the veggie garden. And then I'm going to style it with some pots and things like down here and up on the top there. And I think that'll look really cute. And when we have parties, we can put drinks and things. And when the kids are in the inflatable pools in the backyard, they can have all their snacks and drinks on this. And hopefully should work really good. Thinking like a little cute little basket down here would be cute for towels and things to be in, or shoes. So I'm looking forward to being able to finally use it, because it's been sitting out here for a little bit now, and it is definitely time for it to get a coat of protection so that we can actually finally use it, and I can use it to pop my little seedlings up. So I have invested in a heat lamp and heat mat because we lost a few of our seedlings when we went away for 7 days. And also I bought a couple of last minute tomatoes, for example, and I know that they'll probably be fine and sort of catch up to the ones that I had started about 3 months ago, which is crazy to think about now because of the heat that we're now experiencing. But I just thought I'd give them a bit of a head start. Also having a lot of troubles with capsicums. So these are all the seeds that I'm going to be starting again and using the heat mat and heat lamp as a bit of a test to see how they go. Also, I had a few packets that I'd bought because they were only $1.39, I think, from Aldi, and I thought I might give some of those a go as well. So Christy Cooper actually had a heat lamp and she was raving about how good it was and how much she felt that it really helped her seeds germinate. I've also been using vermiculite on the top instead of soil because that allows more light to come through. Not sure I've really noticed much of a difference doing that, but I will continue to do it just for this. So I just got these from Amazon. It's a seed starter heat mat. I've got no idea how it's going to work, whether I like it or not, whether I have to plug it into something, how easy it's going to be to use, but we'll give that a go. And I also got the light, which I ended up getting one with a timer on it and a remote so that I don't have to keep going in and out because I've got actually no idea where I'm going to put this. So yeah, it'll all be a test. I'll report back as to how it's all going. I can't get it open because it's got a big sticky tape, which I didn't realize on it. Hang on, let's see if I can quickly get this off so that we can have a little sticky beak at what this looks like. Yay! So I liked this one because it did have that function of the remote, which is teeny tiny. Look how tiny this thing is. Oh my goodness, it's like the size of my pinky. And it's a hefty bottom. That's a really hefty bottom. So, yep, easy to use. And apparently it's all adjustable height, so you get multiple ones of these. So I'm assuming you probably just use whichever ones you want. You don't have to use the whole lot. And you do have to worry when you get things like this from Amazon because sometimes it means that somebody has already returned it. Oh, is that actually broken? Oh, do you know what? I think that might be broken. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look at the listing. I think that is broken. So that's great. Okay. Leave that one with me. I'll go check the listing, but I will report back. Maybe it's just a protective film, but I'm not sure. So, okay. Let's see how we go. We'll do some potting up of our new little seeds. I picked up this potting tray thing, the black plastic from Hoselink. They're like a potting mat. It's way too big for this, and like you can connect the sides together so it makes like a square, but just to protect the wood and being able to just throw off all the extra potting mix, I just thought I'll just lay it down like that, which is perfect. And I also came across a win. There it is. Has popped up, so that's one seed I don't have to do. Yay, that's a win. So I'm just going to fill out everything that I need to fill that hasn't propagated. These are seeds from the basil plant that we had last year. A lot of slugs or insects must like the taste of basil because they seem to be the first thing that gets eaten, and the coriander, which is funny because they're the really smelly, potent ones. So basil, and then I've got one purple basil, but I need a backup, and I thought it would be nice to put some basils in amongst the tomatoes, so I'm going to plant some more purple basil too. if I can get this opened. Some packets are definitely better than others. The ones that come in the snap lock ones, which I'm about to grab in a second, much better than these ones where you can't re-seal them. No offense to these companies, but it doesn't really make life very easy. One thing I am, oh no! Oh no! I was just about to say, one thing I am noticing is, if you drop any seeds on this mat, because they're dark, it's actually really hard to see them. I know that the Diggers Club sells a pink version and a green version, and I'm all about green. Anything green I love. So when I become a member, because I'm not a member yet, but I am all over that. They're slightly smaller than this black one too, so, and they're a vegan leather. Capsicum, oh, the bane of my existence. My zero germination. Come on, you can do it this time. Ooh, look at these ones. I love the blue ones. I think they're coated with something from memory. This is some cucumbers. I have National Pickling cucumbers that are going really well. One particularly is going really well. But they say you can eat it fresh. You don't have to pickle them. But I'm a little skeptical because they're very prickly at the moment. So I thought I'll just do some normal ones because I got these from Aldi. As I said, $1.39. Can't go wrong with that. And then at least I've got a new batch coming after this one produces. And I've got one more cell free, I think. So what am I going to put in that one? Maybe the rocket, because I need just one more thing. And there you have it, everything replanted. So mustard greens, teddy bear, sunflower, that's come up already. Butterhead lettuce, hi, holy basil, coriander, they're borderline. Maybe I should get a couple more of those in. Purple basil, cucumbers, basil, normal basil. Those are the tomatoes. I don't know whether to plant a couple more, just see if they survive. Butterfly pea, kohlrabi, rocket, meadow sage I planted a couple of days ago, golden capsicums, mini chopped capsicums, sugar rush peach chilies, fennel, not having any luck with that, echinacea, tarragon, not having any luck with that, and the last one is beetroot because they died in the heat. And then cleanup is as easy as that. Beautiful. So my thinking is something along the lines of this, but this light is going to have to unfortunately go back because it was supposed to be 23 inches from the base and it is not. It's like double that. So therefore this seedling tray would have to be on a table in order for it to be close enough. I don't know whether these are naturally fast germinating, but this grow light has only been on for like 36 hours, maybe not even. And look, the rocket has already popped up. That's incredible. Wowee. Hello guys. And just 9 hours later, look at these guys go. Is that not incredible? So they were just poking out this morning at 9:15 this morning, and now it's 6:15. And they've already sprouted like that. So my potting station has been set up and I'm obsessed. It's so pretty and it is just the perfect space for being within closer access to the veggie patch, so I've still got to style it with some more pots and bits and pieces. I've got a basket coming here for when I get the produce out of the garden to be able to take it inside, and I've got all my bits and pieces that I need for the garden in the here, which is so easy to access. And then in this one I'm going to put a box in here. I found a really good one which I think will fit, and it has like a lift lid, and I'll get a scoop and then I can use that for potting up. So put the seed raising mix in there and then just use that, and then I've got my vermiculite and my potting mat and my chart from Aussie Gardener, which is amazing. I love that. And when we have parties and things, I'm going to set this up with some decorations and it's just going to be perfect. My purple skin and flesh sweet potatoes have arrived in the mail just now, and oh, look at them, they're so cute. Okay, 1 and 2 little purple, not little, they're actually quite substantial. That's fantastic. $15 and $15 postage, and I bought them on Tuesday and today's Friday, so that was a quick turnaround, which is always best for plants because you don't want them waiting, especially over the weekend. So buying on Tuesday, I was a bit unsure whether she would send them for the week, but that is fantastic because it means I can then get them in the ground and get them ready to grow. So first step, water. Next step is chicken manure, but water that in. And then some seaweed emulsion. I'll put them in this center bit here because then they can go like over and down, and it'll just give them a little bit of extra real estate. Mind you, when they get big, I bet it won't even matter. So the point is to dig these out, and then we're going to fill these holes with some organic matter. So I might just use some of my organic compost and some mushroom, yeah, maybe some mushroom compost and some worm castings, and then we can plant them in. So I've ended up just grabbing like handfuls of this and it just like comes out, which is really handy. So that's creating a nice pocket in there for the big one, and then the small one we just need to, oh dear, just bent my trowel, that's not good. To get my husband to fix that. So we may need bigger holes than that, to be honest, by the time. Let's have a look and see how this one, the little one, goes. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. So I need to cut this little bit of this tree back. So I'll go get some secateurs and then we'll fill her up so that she's got all that around her. And then give her a good watering. This bigger one might just fit too by the time all this soil falls off, which is pretty standard. Which way do we want her? Probably that way. And we'll fill her up with her own soil and some of the compost. I think that's good. Put a bit of this back over the top. I'd love to put some little flowers in here too, so intermingled with these, but I do know that these vines may go crazy and that's not even going to be an option. So I've cut back the hedge behind them just to give them a little bit of extra space so they're not too crowded, and they look cute as a button, and I can't wait to see how they grow and progress and eventually just fill this whole straw bale with their vines just creeping down. It's going to be amazing. This front one we actually used to sit on because our daughter's sandpit's there and her cubby house. These are going to be a yummy addition to the veggie patch. So we're about 5.5 days in to the grow lights and heat mat. Our cucumbers are well and truly needing to be transplanted. The rocket was the star performer that came up first from the germination, and they definitely need to be put in the garden, and the beetroots definitely need to be transferred as well. This little tomato over here, he needs to go into the garden because he's got his true leaves. His friend, on the other hand, is a little bit slow. It is starting to show signs, I think, of the true leaves, and 2 new ones came up in there, and that little one over there just does not seem to want to grow. So these are butterhead lettuces, I think. I'm a bit skeptical because they look a little bit like grass, but I will hopefully get some lettuces out of those because I love that lettuce. It's my absolute favorite. The sweet chopped chili is doing really well. I've got 3 mustard greens have popped up, 4 normal basils, 3 holy basil, and 2 purple basil. And these guys are just outside at the moment because it's really good for them to get that natural movement that the wind provides when they're outside, and that apparently helps with their stability and getting a really good foundation for when they do actually go outside. So it is good for them to have some time, or at least put a fan on if you're going to have them inside or in a greenhouse for an extended period of time.